Did you know that 99% of international data accessed through the internet is transmitted by wires that lay at the bottom of the ocean? In today's video, we're going to take a look at exactly how the internet travels undersea to spread across the globe. Welcome to Tech Duels. The age of communication has literally gone from writing manual letters to sending an email or text via different social media platforms, all enabled by the internet. Yet the average idea of what the internet truly is to many people seems like this little airborne signal that allows you to enjoy seamless virtual experience, like posting a video on YouTube or liking your friend's Instagram posts. But the internet is so much more. While there is a satellite in outer space that allows us to disseminate information, undersea cables have proved to be the most reliable source of transmitting information to a great number of people over large distances. This means that a majority of the internet power that allows you to stay online and carry out different tasks, from liking a friend's picture to conducting your business online, lies at the bottom of the sea. But how does it work? First up, build and placement. Even though most of us now largely experience the internet through Wi-Fi and phone data plans, those systems eventually link up with physical cables that swiftly carry the information across continents or across oceans. When one computer communicates with another, it sends information through a network of fiber optic cables, as thin as a strand of human hair. The information sent through the cable is now sorted into packets, which are small pieces of information similar to a puzzle that is then sent to the receiver. But how do these cables get to the bottom of the sea? Getting these cables down to the floor of the sea is an exacting and time-intensive process that begins first with assembling the cable wires into a cavernous tank while holding it in place to ensure it doesn't snag or knot. This is done inside a sprawling factory owned by the company Subcom, which is located in Newington, New Hampshire. Here in the factory, specialized machinery is used to maintain tension in the wire and encase it into a protective skin, which helps the cables to withstand heavy currents. The cables move through high-speed mills the size of jet engines, wrapping the wires in a copper casing that carries electricity across the line to keep the data moving. Depending on where the cable will be located, plastic, steel, and tar are added to help the cable withstand unpredictable ocean environments. Even with teams working around the clock, it takes about 4 weeks before the ship is loaded up with enough cable to hit the open sea. When this process is finally finished, the cables will end up the size of a thick garden hose, which is 4,000 miles of cable weighing about 3,500 metric tons. They're then loaded onto a 456-foot ship called a Durable that delivers the cable to sea, and then an underwater plow is used to bury the cable in the sea floor. However, before these cables touch base with the sea floor, a year of planning goes into charting a safe route to avoid earthquakes, interference from fishing trawlers, rock slides, human spies, and other underwater hazards, such as shark bites, with a recorded case of such shark experience happening in 2014. After the cable is successfully laid onto the sea floor, each cable is expected to last up to 25 years. Next up is connectivity. The first transatlantic cable was completed in 1858 to connect the United States and Britain. Through this project, Queen Victoria commemorated the occasion with a message to President James Buchanan that took about 16 hours to transmit. Nowadays, nearly 750,000 miles of cable already connect the continents to support our insatiable demand for communication and entertainment. Moving data like a flash of light from New York to Sydney or from Hong Kong to London in the time it takes you to read a word. Now, the information that took 16 hours to transmit in 1858 only takes 100 to 300 megabits per second. We've seen how cable travels around the sea to provide us with a network that delivers information all around the globe. But how much does it take to make all of this happen? Let's take a look at the cost of an underwater cable project. New wireless and satellite technologies have been invented in the decades before cables, but cables remain the fastest, most efficient, and least expensive way to send information. However, this process of cable transmission, though the least expensive, is still very far from cheap. Tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and more have begun laying their own underwater cable transmission projects, with Google having backed at least 14 cables globally, and Amazon, Facebook, and Microsoft have invested in others, connecting data centers in North America, South America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. Although the total cost of these projects by these companies are yet to be revealed, some experts have disclosed that subsea projects cost up to $350 million, depending on the length of the cable and the mass area covered. Even the United Nations reported that for the first time, more than half the global population is now online. This shows that the era of undersea cables is here to stay and will continue to grow as more businesses rely on cloud computing services, increasing the need for fast data speeds as well, thereby reaching areas that didn't have internet access before. Be sure to leave us a comment to let us know if you're impressed by this amazing technology. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when we release more great content. Thanks for watching Tech Duels. See you in the next one.